Tonight's video, I'm going to take you on a kind of a flashback to my early childhood, because some people always wonder what makes a person like a car. It's always, what impacted them, I guess, when they were young. What influenced your car passions. Was it your parents? Was it friends? It's always something like that that sparks an interest in and definitely a passion for cars. But I'm going to take you on a little tour of my family's past. This is me. The woman that is getting out of my dad's Polara is my Aunt Carol, and that's me. And my cousin Joey's in the middle, and that's my dad holding my sister. My Aunt Anna wanted a nice car in her wedding, so she asked my dad to drive his Polara. And his car was a 318 with a 4-speed. And I have a hard time seeing in the pictures because there's so few pictures of this car that I can't tell if it's a 500, but it looks like it is. It's so hard to see because the pictures are so old. These were taken probably like 1973. And then they liked the car so much, my mom liked the car so much, that my dad bought my mom a red 500. Hers had a 383 floor console with a black interior, but it was red with a white roof. And this picture was me and my sister working in the driveway, and this was the summer of 1977. What I thought was interesting about the car itself was that my mom said that it was her most favorite car she ever owned, and it was the only car that my mom took pictures of all the years she's been driving, and she's 68. So I was really excited to be able to look at this picture again, and for Father's Day they had gotten out, her and my dad went down in the basement and dug out all the old pictures. And I got a chance to look at it. Now it's funny, this picture was taken in 1977, which was actually almost the same year that my turquoise Polara was taken off the road. And if you look at this picture, the cars were the same age. You can actually see that the quarter panel was rusting, and then right by the fender there was already a patch panel in it. And what was the car, only 13 years old at the time? I remember riding in this car. My mom said that she has a picture of the door open. And over here, my dad drove a station wagon and my mom had the Polara. And I think that's how it went. And I noticed in the picture there wasn't a license plate on it yet, so they must have been doing something with fixing. And I remember my dad saying he had a hell of a time getting the drum off for inspection. Here's a picture of me sitting in my green car that I was fixing. It was actually in that earlier picture I was using the bumper jack from my mom's Polara, which is kind of funny. But then you can see the car there in the back. And then there's a picture over the winter in the house I grew up in. And it's that now I could see there was a license plate on. I used my eye loop to try to see what the license plate number was, but I couldn't. So I could have bought any vintage car. I was looking at C3 Corvettes from 68 to 72 because I like the chrome bumpers, and thought about Mustangs, and I looked at a lot of different kind of cars to purchase for a collector car. But I gotta tell you, a C3 Corvette, for how cool it is, it's just common. I see them for sale all the time on eBay. They're always for sale. And when you go to a car show, you've seen one, you've seen them all. No offense to any Corvette C3 drivers. I love them. I think they're awesome, but I didn't want that. I wanted it to be different. I wanted it to be special. Something different that was unique. Something that was rare, you don't see. And that's exactly what a 64 Polara is. So when I got my turquoise one, my mom was ecstatic. They were just excited my parents could come up just to look at the car. So I started looking for collectibles, and I found this, and I never even knew that Dodge had made a news magazine, I guess given to them to their customers, but this is number 1 Oh, volume 29 for 1964, and inside it's like 24 pages, and it talks about Dodge's history. I could just get real close to it, and if you can read it, you know, you'd have to stop the video to read some of the stuff, but we can come back to it. If there's an interest for wanting to read certain pages, I'll make a short video clip that you can stop. Bandits, bullets, and battles. I mean, it starts from the very beginning, like you're looking at horse and buggy for the Dodge brothers. And then talks about, you know, from 64 back, you know, it was 50 years it passed by. Just a really, it's almost mint condition. It's almost perfect. Look at the picture with the guy with the old camera. And there it is. 50 years. Just awesome. Just awesome. Just how good were the good old days. Is it true you can buy today's Golden Jubilee Dodge for less than old Betsy? Well, it's just great. Look at it. Lady on an old phone. That's what the phones looked like, I guess, back then. It's funny, the advancements in 50 years. What makes the magazine so really cool. It's got a mixture of drawings and photographs. But the one that was really exciting for me, the one I really wanted to see, was this one. This is a black and white picture of Polaris coming down the assembly line. Thought that was the whole reason why I wanted the book so bad. And then I think on the next page there might be another one. Yeah, here's another one. Look at this. Never seen that image before. How cool is that? And there's the upholstery shop. I guess when the cars came down the assembly line, looks like they upholstered them last. They put all the interiors in them and trimmed them out, the very last thing. And then it comes with a game. You can play the exciting new Dodge history game the whole family will enjoy. Boy, that's just great. Just freaking cool stuff, you know? Talks about the warranty and all the options. I'll get to that one. That's that one. And this is the brochure for the Polara. Look at that. Just beautiful drawings. That's what I love about this time, is that there's no photographs, it's drawings. Look at that, there's a turquoise four-door. Ah, I can only imagine what Farrah would look like when she's fully restored. It talks about the sport packages for the 500. Actually, that's the next page. Just the Polaris series. Oh yeah, and then we get to the 500. That's where the money's at right there. Other than an original wedge car, that's the one to have. Hot damn, huh? Look at that console. Look at that interior. Oh, just gorgeous. That's a 4-speed too. It's just killer. 440s. See, the trim's different on a 440. Look, it looks like a Polara, but it's trimmed a little different. It's interesting to me. You know, the 440s just did not get the buckets and the floor console. That's a cool image. This is the base model car, the 330. You can order every engine. That's what's pretty cool. You can order the engine that you want, all the way up to the 426 if you wanted it. Man, I tell you what, if Farrah had had a 426 in it, I wouldn't be owning it. I wouldn't be able to afford it. That's pretty cool. Just really neat stuff. And that's the back. Cool picture. This is taken in August of 63. August of 63. So they must have been just coming out, I guess, in August of 63. That probably is when they started producing the Polaris. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know that, because my car looks like it was built in September 18th of 1964. Or was it 63? Who knows? It's VIN to 64. But does that mean it was produced in the year 1964 or 1963? I don't know. If you know, please put something in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. Any good news? And this is a poster. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to open it up because it's pretty big. And then I'll come back to it in a second. So here's the poster opened up. You can see how big it is compared to, I mean, I just showed you almost that whole section of my kitchen table, but that's how big the poster is. Like 2 feet by 3 feet maybe, I'm thinking. I'll start up in this corner so you can get a chance to see it in detail. It looks like some of the same pictures that were in the brochure, but this is just the poster that shows all of the... There's a Aqua 440. Ah, Aqua's a really neat color in a Dodge too. I would like to have an Aqua one. I think that might be turquoise. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. You know, it's pencil. It's hard to say, but the 500 sport package. Oh, there we go. It's different hubcaps, full trim, bucket seats. There's how you could order it. Pretty interesting information there. Look at that interior. It's a 4-speed car. I can't tell in the picture, but it looks like it might have the tack in there. Hot dog, huh? I think it's a 318's a base engine. I guess you had to order a 383. I'm not sure how that worked. There's the images above it. I'm gonna get down here. 330s in the wagon. Wagons are cool too. Those are really rare. You never see them ever. I think I've only seen 1 or 2 in my whole life, but never in person though. And that's the 880. I guess you gotta love the 880. These are pretty rare cars too. I saw a convertible on eBay. I think it was a 63 though. I think like 600 of them. That's not a lot. That's a pretty rare car. I like the advertisements. The big car for the big car man. Yeah. Your masculinity's on the line. Alright, Julie Lou, we're going to close this video off. So you want to say hit the subscribe button? Huh? Julie Lou. You want to say hit the subscribe button? No? You're not interested in that, huh? Alright, well, it's for another night.